ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Cowboys had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Prescott, and he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Play action now, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the 1st, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Moore, up and are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times for passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
38 yards.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Here's Hardman to return.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott on play action.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Butker's kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic?
Second down at 4.
Prescott from the gun. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They go play fake. Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
No gain, and it's second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
George Karlaftis
able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On play action, Prescott.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Mahomes now on first down.
Over the middle, that's hauled in.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
On the draw, it's Pollard.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Chiefs, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, been taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, Matty leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running taxi in both of my pockets. Me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for their money bags and I don't really wanna be